Welcome everybody to Lido Fine Art. If you're new, hey! If you've been here before, welcome back. In today's video, I will be discussing Lil Nas X and his recent music video, Montero, Call Me By Your Name, and the imagery he uses in addition to the meanings and how conservatives are reacting. Plus, I will be talking a little bit about demons and whether or not I think he may be under demonic influence from a demonologist standpoint, of course. Side note, I will not play any of the music or video in my video because I don't want it taken down due to copyright, because that sucks, and don't want to put all that effort into this video for it to just be taken down. So anyway, as an artist myself, I can appreciate that he expresses himself through music. I do it through writing and art, so I understand completely. So in his video, it is clear that he unleashes his mind and gets off his chest his feelings about a certain time in his life, which in this case is his sexuality. He gets a lot of hate, especially being raised in the South. It is known that Georgia is very conservative and Christian dominant when it comes to religion, about 80 to 83%, depending on the type of data you look at. We all know many Christians, not all, but many, are not very open to anything outside of a hetero relationship. And if you combine that with some racism, it's just a clusterfuck of hate going on towards him. So as a result, he comes out with this song, which is super catchy, by the way. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of listened to it like 20 times already. With this song, he was pretty much like, fuck it, I'm done hiding. I'm going to do me, regardless of what people say, which is great. When you let society dictate your life and become the image others want you to be, it creates a dissonance within yourself, your soul, which creates major problems, especially ones that affect your mental health and can manifest into physical issues as well. That's why it is important to accept yourself as you are. You are unique and a powerful being. It is none of your business what others think of you. At the end of the day, as long as you can accept and respect yourself, but also have the ability to learn from your mistakes, that's all that really matters. You may have the juiciest and ripest peach, literally the perfect peach one could ever eat. To a peach lover, there's always going to be someone, though, who doesn't like peaches. Do you catch my drift? So basically, you can't please everyone, so don't try. And Billie Eilish said something very wise once. She makes music she likes because if the whole world ended and it was just her, she'd have to live with it. This is the same for Lil Nas, with not just his music, but how he carries himself. He's done hiding, and he's going to make music about topics he cares about. In this instance, it's about being attracted to someone and being at their beck and call, even if they are not the best influence, because the attraction is so strong. Now, for his music video, it opens up saying pretty much, in life, we hide what we don't want others to see, but in Montero, we don't. Right off the bat, he's projecting his true self and how he wants to express his freedom of who he is. He creates a fairy tale world for himself that allows him to be himself. He uses the story of Adam and Eve to show how the serpent manages to convince him to give into his temptation through lust, envy, greed, pride, wrath, etc. Pretty much the 7 deadly sins. Obviously, he's taking a jab at Christianity as a whole, which, you know what, I understand. Nowadays, people, mostly millennials and maybe like the next generation down, tend to rebel against Christianity and turn to Satanism, the occult, demon worship, etc., because they feel ostracized, unaccepted, unloved, and outcasted, which is a problem. There's no doubt Lil Nas feels the same way. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made this song and music video. Then you have him pole dancing straight to hell, which I take that as according to you, Christians, gay people go to hell, so I might as well make the most of it, right? Kind of situation. This is to purposely rile up the conservatives and the Christians to get a reaction out of them, especially the part where he gives Satan a lap dance. At the end of the video, he snaps Satan's neck and puts on his horns, signifying he's in control now. He's in control of his own reality. The music and video hold tremendous meaning without a doubt, but does the exploitation and promotion of demons mean he is under the influence, being oppressed or possessed in any way? Is he evil? Now here's the thing. It's not my job to put a label onto someone whether I know them or not. I'm not going to sit here and tell you he's a demon worshiper. That's not my business. However, what I can do is use this as an opportunity to apply this to demonology. In my opinion, demons and devils most certainly have jumped on this opportunity in the creation of this whole thing. Absolutely. They saw someone who was vulnerable and took advantage in feeding him some creative suggestions, knowing that these demonic entities are very manipulative. It is possible that he was suggested certain things under pure disguise when really the information he was given had a double meaning with subliminal messages. Being that the topic of the video is so controversial, it grabs the attention of others automatically, whether they want to look or not. And being that he's already famous, makes that much easier to get it out there to the world. They are great at capturing attention. The hidden message in the video that I see is give into temptations, give into your ego, into lust, gluttony, pride, all the other deadly sins to become happy. It's just basic corruption, like how Lucifer allowed Satan to manipulate and corrupt him. This message is dangerous for obvious reasons. Many people, adults and children, look up to him, are very impressionable. Promoting demons like this paints a fake narrative of demons being misunderstood entities, which is so far from the truth. The video also personifies them, and that only gets people to relate and sympathize with them even more. They are not people, they are not misunderstood, they are evil. They were never human to begin with. So they do not have love. They are not capable of it. Do I think Lil Nas is being oppressed or possessed? If the universe would want me to know he's being oppressed, it would tell me. So right off the hand, I don't know. As for possession, I can clearly say that no, he's not being possessed. I don't think that at all. I also want to make myself clear that I don't think he is a bad or evil person. To be honest, I don't think he had malicious intent when he created this either. I think his message is as I stated earlier. Then you have his Satan shoes, which were promoted after the video, and they were made with human blood. That was added into the ink with a black and red color scheme. There's also a pentagram charm in Luke 10:18 written on them. In quotes, I watched Satan fall from heaven like lightning. With only 666 pairs made, so very demon themed. These shoes, these shoes are where I ask the question, why? Because now I feel like he is straying away a bit from his original message and transitioning into greed a bit. This screams demonic influence to me now, especially the addition of the blood, like their shoes. Why do you need to do that? But there's actually a reason. The red and black hold a lot of demonic symbolism. Red means blood. Ta-da! There's your blood explanation. And black means death and, evil. Being that there's actual blood in the ink only confirms my suspicions. Additionally, the blood is being utilized as a selling gimmick since it's so controversial. On top of that, some streaming services were removing that song and video from their platforms, and as a result, Lil Nas posted on Twitter that he'll be uploading the audio to Pornhub, thereby leading those of all ages to an adult website promoting such a thing, especially to children, because, let's be real, they're watching too. And that's now actively corrupting a population of people. Again, I think he's unknowingly being influenced by demon entities. This type of entertainment leads to many psychological issues, such as addiction, violence, objectification, relationship issues, and so much more. Simply put, it's not healthy to be consumed, especially by developing minds. And if you get off track, I'm referring to the P word. I can't say it because my video might get taken down. I think that's one of the no-no words on the YouTube algorithm, so yeah. But not to mention, even adults that haven't been exposed and that will be exposed can also suffer those issues. It's plain and obvious that Lil Nas is being used by the evil entities to further their agenda. I just hope he can see it soon. There's one last thing I want to mention, though. I touched on it briefly about how Christians do an amazing job of spreading hate and intolerance, which actually makes it easy for others to become puppets, influenced, through their search of validation, love, and acceptance. To simply say Lil Nas is a problem is not looking at the big picture. He is just one out of the millions who rebel against Christianity. To be honest, we should rebel against the closed-mindedness that make up some of the Christian community. The problem is people don't go about it properly. The Bible was propaganda of that era, like the tabloids. Now, not all of what has been said is true. Gay people are not sinners who are going to hell. mediums aren't evil, and no loving God would be okay with mass murder. These are just a few things. There's so many more examples, but you get the point. Hate doesn't stop hate. All it does is add fuel to the fire to keep people from going down the wrong path. It would be very helpful by not being intolerant and being judgmental and hateful. It's the only way you're going to stop them from doing that. And it's going to stop them from, the demon worshiping and the Satanism and the occult practices and the black magic. So, yeah. It is important to accept and love everyone. That way they have no reason to rebel. And it's funny, and I did make a video on this previously about how a lot of the defense I get from Satanists, they always claim, oh, I'm, an atheist. I don't believe in the devil or Satan. I just do it to rebel against Christianity. That is like the most common response I hear. And while you may think that, the demonic entities use that as the doorway to pull you in. And it just gets worse from there. But yeah, I think I covered pretty much everything. So if you have any questions, comments, and concerns, please leave them down below. What do you think? Do you think Lil Nas could be possessed or oppressed? Do you agree with what I say? Do you disagree? I want to hear about it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you soon.